run out of battery on my headset. So my goal today was to talk about the Velocity 1 flight stick and the buttons that I have assigned on this actually rather likable joystick. Okay, so let's check the settings first. So we have controls, and the first thing I did when I plugged in my brand spanking new Velocity 1 flight stick was to off assign and take away this or turn off this touchpad, because it's annoying when you try to use anything up here. You will get close to this, and whatever you have assigned this touchpad to, view or whatever, it will pick that up. So my advice is just click search input and let's touch that and see whatever comes up, and then delete that. However, it has a click spot or an ordinary click function, so that's quite useful. As far as profiles goes, I have as few profiles or as few profiles as possible, because when you need to change something, the lesser places you have to change it, the less annoying it is. And I also have a few scrap profiles here that I don't use anymore. So the general profile is the general. It's just whatever. That's the thing that I start out from, and it's used in most aircraft, jet or prop. And then I have airplane controls, and then I have for airplane controls I have prop and prop reverse trim, and this is because my brain is old and I can't remember. Some aircraft has the trim set up so as a standard as if you scroll the wheel forward or push the button forward, the nose goes down. Others has the other way around. My brain can't wrap around that, so I have two profiles. So I always have when I scroll the wheel to me, the nose goes up, away from me, the nose goes down. Then I have that's a scrap, that's a scrap, that's a test, that's a none, that's the standard, that's the helicopter controls. That's of course different in helicopter. And this is just a scrap testing thing, and this is scrap, and then I have the glider, and then I have the jet, and of course the jet reverse trim, same as with the prop. So let's start with showing you these in an aircraft. So here we are inside the cockpit, the Beechcraft C90, and it's a good example. So of course the yoke is a yoke, and you have the pedals and everything. However, this is the other buttons that are interesting. So trigger, pointy finger trigger is brake. I've put that and then we have the right thumb rocker switch, that's look left, right, up, down, and the left rocker switch is slew left, up, down. And then I have the left thumb button as reset view, standard view. And then I have my secondary view on the right thumb button, and as you can see now, nothing happens when I click it. So what I do is I set up my secondary view. Like for instance, maybe I would like to have a view that looks like this. And then I use my touchpad click button to lock in that secondary view. Click, and now I have two views. That's kind of useful because I can on the fly change my secondary view. So if I look a lot down here at the throttle quadrant, then I can lock in that view instead. And now I have these two views. Of course, the trim wheel is the trim wheel. Let's look at the trim. A bit of a quirkiness in the Velocity 1 flight stick is that when you first touch the wheel, the trim wheel, sometimes it jumps. Let's see if it does it this time. Keep an eye on the trim wheel here. Mouse is not working the way it is. So when I touch it the first time, yeah, did you see it jump? And now it works fine. You see, I have to use it a bit because before it starts to behave. Before you learn that, that can be really annoying. Let's go down to the throttle. So throttle, of course, is throttle up and down. And now the throttle on the Velocity flight stick has a click spot. If you push it down, it clicks in. It's a button. So that I have set up to change to reverse. So when I click it down and then release it, on release it will go to reverse prop or reverse power. And now when I push it up, we will increase the reverse. And then I click it down again, and now it's the ordinary. And then we have the prop governor, and that is the right throttle. And then for okay, as we are on the right side, let's go down. From that we have a mixture in general aircraft, and in this aircraft it will be fuel cut off and high idle, low idle. So these are the two upper buttons on the right side. I will show you. So these are these two buttons. So in a Piper, for instance, you will increase or decrease your mixture. And and I have also set it up as if you have a propeller aircraft like some of the Bonanzas have a speed brakes, like scissor speed brake that comes out of the wing, then I have set it up on these two buttons. And of course we have the A, B, X and Y button here, and that is so A button is gear up, B button is flaps up 1 notch, X button is flaps down 1 notch. So up, B, X down, and then Y button is engage autopilot. But we have no electricity on now, so it won't show. The other buttons with the symbol here, let's see. These buttons, I haven't touched these buttons, so those are the same as on my Xbox controller. On PC I don't know what they are, but you can set them up at whatever. So this is my general prop. Let's change aircraft and see what happens if we do and flight. Let's do the CJ4. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where's my... Yes, I do have a few aircrafts. Sorry about this. Where did it go now? Here we are, the CJ4. Okay, save and back. Departure, start flight. So the CJ4 has the let's just jump in. So the CJ4 has the jet profile. I don't know whether it's the reverse trim or not, but no, it has the prop. So I have. It also has the prop. Why does it have the prop? Yeah, it's not supposed to have the prop. So I can show you how you change that. You just change it. Prop, reverse trim, no, jet, I want jet. And then I just click it away. And then it's saved. Nowadays, it's just automatically saved to this aircraft. You don't have to apply it to this aircraft or anything. It's just applied to this aircraft. So we can do this first assigned, and I will scroll through these two. And if you are any good at pattern recognition, you will see that it's almost the same buttons everywhere except for a few changes. So the views are the same. I can assign a view with clicking that middle button with the touchpad. And then I have two views. The trim is the same. And if now where is the trim wheel? This one, or trim? I don't remember if it's digital. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that the prop governor, the right throttle, has now changed to be speed brakes. Okay. And here is a quirkiness of the speed brakes on aircrafts in Microsoft Flight Sim that I haven't changed. So you can see when I push it back, and this is actually good that this happened now. So this is the same for gliders when you want your speed brake out or your spoilers out. See. So you have when I push the lever, it's now the lever is maximum forward. I push it back slowly, and when I reach the middle, now it starts to work. No, it's a clickable. There's something wrong here. Well, let's fix that. Jet search. See what's wrong. Spoiler axis. Yeah, so these are the increment spoiler setup I have for the propeller. These are these two, so I can just click it to get the increment. But this is wrong, so we'll delete this one. And go back. Scanning, and I will see. Just click away, and now we have this spoiler. And now I can show you what's wrong. So the thing is, okay, spoiler, the stick is forward, or the throttle stick or spoiler stick in this case is maximum forward, and I pull it back slowly, 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 slowly. So nothing happened until I reach the middle. So I only have a spoiler on the lower half, and this is the same with gliders. To fix that, you go to settings, controls, and then we'll just search by input so we find it directly. And then the cogwheel here, and then we look at primary spoiler axis. Yeah. Tweak. So you have to device input curve override and then tweak action curve. So you can see now we have, can I show you what's happening here? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'm pulling back. You can see I'm pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Nothing happens, but here. So we reach the middle, then it starts to work. And we fix this, but by changing the neutral zone. No, not the neutral zone. No, not the dead zone. Where is it? The neutral zone. Something isn't the way. Yeah, it's the neutral zone. I just had to release it. Okay, so we put it at max, which is the value 1, and now we have nothing happens, and when we pull back we start. So now I have the whole throw of the spoiler, so I have much better control. Okay, and that is the same with gliders, and that's basically the only thing that is different on my jet setup for my prop setup is that the right throttle stick is now speed brakes instead. The other things on jets, I don't use the buttons below the speed brakes because flying jets is so involved anyway, so you have to go around clicking with your mouse. However, throttle is the same. Gear, flaps up, flaps down is the same, and autopilot on and off is the same. And the trim is the same, and the views are the same. Right. We're already 18 minutes in, and let's change aircraft. Why do glider? Now for gliders, I've done things a little bit different. As I am an old glider pilot, I used to fly gliders actually. I have set up the left throttle, the throttle button, the one that is the throttle on all other aircrafts. Let's see what happens. I think it will be on, yeah, no, it's on glider. So it's still on general with glider, so the views are the same. However, this button is now the spoiler or the air brake, and this button is the throttle for gliders with that have a cheating engine on board. So, and also I've done it in reverse for in a glider. At least every glider I have seen, the spoiler is you pull it towards you to get the spoiler out, and away from you to get it in. And I have the same setup for my joystick. And we can just take a quick gander at this here. So search by input, and if we check the action curve, you can see I've done the same here. Set the neutrals to max, and then I get the whole get the use of the whole throw of the stick instead of just half of it. Some other differences is I think I have a release hook on Y and so on. As I said, the throttle is on the right throttle quadrant, but as the engine is not out now, you can't see it, but we'll do it like this: assigned. And you can see for yourself whatever buttons I have set up. And then we have helicopters. We'll take a... Well, it doesn't matter. Just a helicopter, any helicopter. Right. The invisible helicopter. Hello. Oh, there you are. Right. And so for the helicopter, there is a little bit difference because we have the no, that doesn't work. Is it because it's not powered up? I need hydraulic pressure. Annoying. Let's do it this way then. And flight. Okay. Yeah. So the collective, it's called, is now throttle, the left throttle button. So this is, let's do it this way. Assigned. And this one is the throttle. Now you usually don't mess with this because it's the governor is doing that for us. It's mainly on startup, and when you start up the engine and turn off the engine, you use that. So for helicopters, the main thing is that this one is the collective instead. So increase. Yeah. Okay. So collective X is now. Can't do it too much, but then we'll take off. Another thing that is good to know to use is quick trim, quick trim reset. Quick trim I have set to 7. I almost never use that. Reset cockpit view is the same. Then I have the secondary view, same way as aircraft. Also, it's good to know that these two buttons, I didn't mention it before, these two buttons also have click spots, so you can have reset trim on those if you want to, or reset views on those. Why I haven't done that, I don't know. Other things that are good to know with helicopter is this part here. So 90 is now this. So decrease rotor lateral trim, increase rotor lateral trim, decrease rotor. So these I have put on the left rocker switch. So in the helicopter I can't slew the view to the left and right. That button is instead trim, and that is because when you fly a helicopter you need to trim the rotor all the time, because that's what you do in a helicopter apparently. So if you increase the throttle, or if you want to go faster, slower, turn, or whatever you do, if you fart in the helicopter, you need to trim the helicopter. So that's why I've forgone the view part on this rocker switch to use it as a trim switch instead, but the right switch is still look up, down, left, right. And of course the twist motion on the joystick. I have no rotor pedals, so the twist motion on the joystick is not left and right rudder, it's tail rotor axis on helicopters. I will scroll through this one more time so you can check it out. Check it out. So these are the buttons that I've set up for the helicopter. And let's click us out of that one. That one. And flight. And flight. And to just repeat one more time for if you don't want to look at the whole video, I will set in that you can scroll forward to this point 29 minutes in and just look at all the views. So we have helicopters where I have general for general helicopters, and a helicopter controls where I've just named it heli, and it looks like this. Not many buttons assigned, not all buttons assigned. Because this is an ongoing process, things will change. I will add things, I will delete things. Joystick buttons are rarely set and forget. And then we can change to general, and we go to, you have to change something here. No. Next time I jump in this one, I will get crazy if I take an aircraft, any aircraft, save and back. Not any aircraft, let's do the CJ4. So all the jets have the same, some prop aircraft and have this control too. So general jet, assigned. We'll change aircraft. We'll do Piper. General prop. Assigned. Okay, there you have it. All right. Thank you for watching and goodbye.